We're showing everyone an example of how not to live and how not to survive, and how you shouldn't treat your neighbors, those near and those far.
Sanctions were imposed. I think that's a positive thing.
Why?
Well, because we can't just depend on oil forever. It'll force us to actually do something with the economy.
Revenues from Russian oil and gas sales will drop by 46%. Do you think this will affect your standard of living at all?
In any case, everything here only ever affects things for the worse.
And why will it affect things in that way?
Because that's just the trend. Things are getting worse and worse. Everything's more expensive. All the prices are rising. They're stripping us of certain specific benefits that are available. That's it.
After America, I'll never get used to this madhouse of orthodox fascism. And I'm always reminded of Andrei Dmitrovich Sakharov, whom I was lucky to know. I remember him, his words, to save humanity. An atomic bomb should have been dropped on the Kremlin. So pass that along.
I'm a retiree. Prices have been rising and they'll keep rising.
Are you ready for that?
I am.
How'd you prepare?
Well, you have to stay calm. Anyone who survived the 90s and changed careers 3 times will survive this too.
Oh, production in our Asmakayevo district seems to be the same. We're constantly breathing in fumes from the oil industry. It'll be a real shame if they decrease.
Well, the people too. The 90s could start all over again now. I mean, agree with me, people have nothing to ease. Since the new year, transit fares have gone up again, even though they'd already gone up 6 months before. Well, everything's rising, but wages stay the same. Or they'll raise a grandma's pension by 1,500 or 2,000 rubles. Oh, we're so great, we did. But many grandmas and grandpas don't survive, and their pensions just sit there. Where's that money go? Nowhere. To the state, to orphanages, there's nothing. It's all just disappearing into people's pockets. That's, probably billions. That's just how our government is.
So what if it's the government?
Well, what? They own everything, roughly speaking, all the companies. Even Gazprom doesn't belong to the state. Gazprom, everything. It's all a private company. If it were the state, it'd probably be regulated. But this way, unlikely. It's just whatever those at the top want, let's say. They're not even officials. They're oligarchs. That's how it'll be.
It's the country's economy. Well, I mean, prices went up, but wages didn't. Electronics got more expensive and all that stuff.
Unfortunately, I'm far from those oil and gas revenues especially. So I'm just getting by on pocket change like this. So I don't know how they'll drop, how it'll affect me, or what's going to happen because of it.
Everything that's dishonest. Actually, whatever Trumpism is, and Trump in his recklessness, he gives with one hand and takes with the other. In general, he behaves very, of course, well. Well, basically, a shopkeeper, a merchant of the world. So it's disgusting. And of course, all of this is reflected in our country, on the people. Because the authorities, the state, and the country are different things. So we feel all of this ourselves. Everything's erratic, everything's hard, and it'll get even worse. Most importantly, all laws and wars hit the little guy. That's not me. The Romans said that. Bertolt Brecht, Mother Courage, who gladly gave her last son to the war. So, that's how it is. Now everyone says it's not a special military operation, but a war. Now it's even official on television. A war that's lasted longer than the Great Patriotic War. Young lives are being lost. The gene pool of the Russian nation is being destroyed, including the Russian one, because we represent the multinational people of the country. It's sad, all of us. Sad. Sad. The government doesn't please with its with its actions, its antics. It is, in essence, disgusting. It always was. Always, at all times. I was even saying this morning, well, why? What kind of aura is over our country? He also said that about Popovaca. To have the misfortune of being born in Russia under Satan's arrow. Why is it always Stalinist repressions, Brezhnev stagnation?
Not at all. I don't give a damn about that.
First time I've heard of such a thing. I don't trust that kind of information.
They started buying less gas in the West. The Chinese are partially refusing.
What do you think the authorities should do to fix the situation?
Provide more gas to the domestic market.
And do you think this will somehow affect your well-being, the fact that incomes have fallen?
In Moscow, it won't affect much. But in remote villages, it will.
And how do you think this will affect your level of well-being?
Well, I have a Muscovite card. I have an unlimited pass, so no. It doesn't matter to me.
And unlimited for what?
Unlimited for travel everywhere. There.
And for other areas of life, do you think it won't affect them?
I think not.
I don't know why it's happening like this. I can't understand it, honestly.
And how do you think this will affect your well-being in any way?
Well, it probably will, yeah.
In what way?
Well, probably. I think that people's purchasing power will be lower. First of all, people will travel less to places. And, well, maybe something else too.
The thing is, agriculture. Those are our tractors. And what do tractors do? They supply grain. Transportation, for example, to the Far East. Even though they write that there are high salaries there, but in fact, their groceries there cost $50,000, $30,000. And do they need to deliver it there? They do. Diesel ships use diesel too. Diesel, used to be cheaper than gas, but now it's the opposite. How is that?
And why is that, I wonder?
I honestly don't know. It's the same as if you were to ask me, why, for example, chicken giblets used to cost less than the chicken itself. And now it's the opposite. Well, chicken hearts. I just like chicken hearts. Well, I don't know. Everyone has their own tastes, but they cost more than the chicken itself. Oh, go look at the price tags. Even in, say, the cheapest store, Pietrochka, right? Well, the price there, chicken is $180 to $200. Hearts are $250, $240. Well, somewhere around 300 rubles. Well, how was that? It's just awful. They used to just throw them away. Nobody needed them at all. I don't understand. Where's the logic? It's the same situation here. First, you need to make salt to sprinkle on the ground. That also involves fuel costs, roughly speaking, heating stations and apartments. People pay money for that too. You pay for utilities and rent yourself now. Has it gone up?
You bet.
Yes, and the tax has gone up by 22% now, I think.
You mean VAT?
Well, I just work at the car market. Their tax on sales has gone up now. They have to give 22% per part. Well, what is that? Where's it gone? Where's it go?
And what do you think this will eventually lead to?
Nothing good. The dollar exchange rate? Well, I don't think we should look at it. Why don't they look at the dollar rate in China? Their oil's cheaper. In Brazil, it's 50 cents per gallon or liter. Well, what is that? And we produce gas, we supply them with gas and oil, but it's so expensive here.